Wednesday, every single copy vanished. The print shop owner claimed they'd never existed. The receipt was gone from their system. When Marcus checked his home office, his backup copies were missing too. His computer had been wiped, not deleted, completely wiped, as if he'd never owned it. His handwritten notes were gone. Even his old university transcripts had been quietly archived beyond access. But here's where it gets worse. By Friday, Marcus had been fired from his position. The reason given was irreconcilable differences, though he'd received glowing performance reviews just weeks prior. When he applied to other research facilities, he was quietly rejected by every single one. Industry-wide blacklist, though nobody would say the words. His wife left him that same month. She claimed it was for unrelated reasons, but she left with almost everything and moved across the country without forwarding address. His brother stopped taking his calls. His closest colleague at work denied knowing him. By June 1987, Marcus Webb had become a ghost. He spent the next decade working odd jobs: construction, retail, anything that didn't require background checks or references. He lived in different cities, changed his name twice, and never spoke about his research to anyone. In 1998, an independent journalist named Sarah Chen found him living in Portland, Oregon, working as a night security guard. She obtained redacted government documents that referenced atmospheric manipulation study group and a notation: Webb threat level, critical, containment achieved. When Sarah tried to interview Marcus, he was terrified. He confirmed that everything in his research was true, but he refused to go on record. He was afraid, not of prison, not of legal action, but of disappearing. And he understood something Sarah didn't yet. The government hadn't censored him to protect a secret. They'd censored him because his data proved they were conducting experiments on the American population without consent. Sarah published her findings in an obscure online journal in 1999. 3 weeks later, her apartment caught fire under suspicious circumstances. She survived but lost everything. All her notes, all her sources, everything. She never published again. Marcus Webb died in 2003. The death certificate says natural causes, heart attack. He was only 58. No autopsy was ever performed, despite his sister's requests. Today, his research exists only in fragmentary form. A few citations in suppressed academic papers, references in declassified documents with most pages redacted, and countless accounts from people who claim to have seen his original data before it disappeared. The electromagnetic experiments he documented. They continued. Documented cases of cluster health issues in specific geographic zones persist to this day, often explained away as coincidence or environmental factors. But if you look at the patterns, if you really look, you can still see them. The same frequencies, the same regions, the same outcomes. And somewhere in a government archive, Dr. Marcus Webb's complete research exists in its original form. But you'll never see it, because some truths are too dangerous to survive.